Hello Internet! I know it's been a while since I've done a review of any kind. I haven't been able to see as many movies lately due to stuff relating to my work that I'm not at liberty to discuss. So, in something that is not as timely but is kind of timely, it's not so much in the sense of, oh, should you buy it or not buy it. In the timely sense, this is just more or less my general thoughts on the new Nintendo 3DS XL. Now, a lot of people were kind of complaining that they didn't release the other new Nintendo 3DS that had the switchable faceplates. To be honest, not really a feature I particularly care about. So yeah, let's go through the rundown of the features and my basic thoughts of them. Now the first thing you may notice about the new 3DS XL, if you didn't already own a 3DS XL, is that it's a lot larger compared to the normal 3DS. And it even has a larger viewing screen and a larger touchscreen as a result. As such, it may not seem as portable, because with the regular 3DS it was pretty easy to just put it in your pocket and move around a bit. But with this one, although you can put it in your pocket and be able to move around somewhat, if you're having to carry anything else, it might inhibit your movement a little bit, so you may have to put it in your coat pocket. Now, one of the main features is the C-Stick, which is basically a second analog stick, except it's not really an analog stick in the normal sense. It's kind of like one of those old trackpads from laptops of the early 2000s that was kind of more or less what you had to navigate and move the things around, in addition to the touchpad mouse. People were kind of hit or miss about it, but in my opinion this thing is fairly responsive, and is definitely invaluable in some games that are compatible, such as Resident Evil Revelations. But for other games, kind of, well, for example, Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance, the functionality is kinda I mean, yeah, you can look around at your environment, but there's not much more to it than that. And so I'm definitely glad I waited to get this new system instead of plunking down the money for the Circle Pad Pro for limited functionality. What you may also notice is the addition of the ZL and ZR buttons, which are basically buttons that were part of the Circle Pad Pro peripheral. Now, I don't have that many games that use the Circle Pad Pro, so I can't really attest to how much of a difference the buttons make on any gameplay, aside from the Resident Evil Revelations demo, and its fairly wonky control scheme. Now for the big feature that Nintendo's really been touting in a lot of their promotions, the faster processing power. And I'm very wary of a lot of the demonstrations they give with the loading times, so I decided to conduct the experiment myself. So here is the two versions of Super Smash Bros. Being loaded in the old 3DS and the new 3DS. As you can see, the processing power is there. I mean, it only took 3 seconds for the new 3DS XL to actually load it, whereas it took a good minute 45 or so for the older 3DS to load it. And again, this is the most up-to-date, most patched version of Super Smash Bros., plus all that save data. So why was it so hard for Nintendo to actually put actual times instead of fast-forwarding it? It didn't take that long, but it is a noticeable difference. All in all, it's a decent system. If you don't already own a 3DS, then I highly recommend getting this one. If you are buying the system for the first time, be prepared to plunk down an extra $5 or so for a charger. This one I got at GameStop, that's about how much it cost. Plus, it's one that has both a DS charger cord and a 3DS charger cord, meaning that you can charge both systems at once. And if you want to hook it, you can actually plug the USB end into your computer to charge it using your computer. A lot of people may think, oh yeah, but using third-party stuff voids your warranty, but really, Nintendo's kind of being stupid here with its proprietary nonsense, so yeah. Good system. I do recommend it if you don't already have one, and if you want the faster processing power. I don't know anything about amiibos. I haven't bought one. I don't have any games aside from Smash Brothers that would warrant it. So I'm still on the fence on that front. But it's an okay system. It's pretty good for what it is. And so really, there's not much else I can really say. If you already own one, then I'd probably wait until there was a bundle for you to pick it up. So say if you're waiting for Xenoblade Chronicles 3D and they sell it as a bundle, I'd wait for that bundle to come out and buy it if I were you. I was almost tempted to do that, but, well, I wanted to be an early adopter for a change. So yeah, those are my thoughts on the new 3DS XL. So now if you'll excuse me, I've got some masks to collect.